New Adapt, who dis? Are you guys excited? We have some brand new Adapt coming for you. Have you guys heard the awesome news? Have you? If you guys follow Whitney Simmons on Instagram, you probably already saw her post where she announced that she's now the creative director for the Adapt line for Gymshark. I'm actually really happy for her, and I hope that she takes this Adapt line and just runs with it. I mean, if she can turn this Adapt line into anything near her collections, we're in great shape. I'm actually repping her old eyelash set. Remember this one? Pretty sure this was her very last collection. She did like 5 rounds with Gymshark. I love this eyelash set and I'm still rocking it today. So I think it's a really good move on Gymshark's part to bring her on. With that being said, she designed some new pieces. Whit, don't quit. Feel like it really was a matter of time, especially since she announced that her collections pretty much came to an end, right? She did the final collection, so I was like, well, what's next for Whitney? We're looking at it. Creative director of the Adapt line, which in my opinion is the best line. And I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 of you agree with that. As you can see, I haven't opened this yet. I wanted to do it together because you're my friends and I love you. I don't know what's in here. I did not make any selections. I was just sent this. First of all, love this print. The Adapt, ooh, I mean, I did see them teasing this because hello, pretty sure this is what Whitney was wearing for her announcement post. She looked hella good, by the way. That one video of like her playing with her hair in slow-mo, I was like, oh damn. Really cute how they went with this little encasing. I love these boxes too. I always keep them and put random things in it. Woo! Okay, so we have the iconic Gymshark Adapt collection by Whitney Simmons. There she is. This is the photo shoot I was talking about. So on the back, there's this little card that says, Adapt by Whitney Simmons. It's always been a mission of mine to help women feel their best while they put in the work. That's why I've always been an Adapt girl. The flattering sculpting scrunches, the super supportive seamless, the vibey patterns, a dream. So I'm pumped to announce that we've teamed up. I've become the first ever creative director of Adapt. We've already made some fire changes to the Adapt Safari collection with an improved bum scrunch design, ever supportive seamless materials, and ever assuring sweat wicking tech, all in brand new shades. Here's our first edition of many on us, Whitney. Which way you open, bitch? Oh, that is a fiery, sexy safari set. Let's see what we have. We have the leggings. Ooh, I really like this orange. This is a nice late summer transition into fall, am I right? It's not a vibrant orange, but it's not quite fall orange. Right in the middle, beautiful. The matching sports bra, yes indeedy. Shorts, okay, we get to try out these new shorts. So they're only dropping this safari print in 2 colors. So we have this one, which is flare orange / sorbet orange, and then another one, force green / winter olive. So a really nice pretty green color for the fall. I'm really happy I got this one though. I'm gonna be honest with you, whenever it comes to reds and oranges, these are my first picks. I love anything warm tone. So that's for the Safari collection. The next Adapt they're dropping is new Fleck. Ooh, vampy. I love the vamp. This is already on site and I feel like we've definitely seen this color before. But happy to see it back, especially in time for the fall time. Love the Adapt Fleck. One of my favorite when it comes to Gymshark Seamless, hands down. I feel like the Fleck has been consistently flattering. Let's see, the sports bra is very, very squared off. Ooh, again, no layering involved, nothing. This is in the color depth purple / steel purple. I feel like the Fleck was an instant hit. When they dropped this a few years ago, pretty sure everybody was like, hell yeah to Fleck. Now, this type of color is very hard to notice the Fleck. Like, with the darker they go, the less noticeable it is. So it's very subtle this time around. This one's actually on site as we speak. Last but not least, are you ready? This here is the newest member of the Adapt family. Let's all give a round of applause. A warm welcome to the Monogram. Oh my God. So do you guys remember the pause that just dropped over the summertime, early summer? It was like that towel feel, very textured. If you look closely, there's a bunch of GS's. That's what this is. So we have the classic Okay, I'm glad they didn't get rid of this design. To be honest with you, I was fretting just a bit. I was like, wait a minute, get into the nitty gritty, and where's that classic Adapt bra? Okay, so the crossover is right here. Okay, you got that, what I always used to call the highway action on the back. It's a bunch of layered, very thick straps on the back. They just wind around each other and they look like an aerial view of a highway, like a bunch of highways together. Very, very, very subtle gray design, but yet it's there. Welcome monogram. I feel like that really could have gone one of two ways. They could have made this really intense, and I don't know what their future plans are for monogram. There could be some drops that are possibly really intense, like Gymshark logo front and center, GS everywhere, very noticeable. But this one, this very first edition, barely there noticeable, truly. So these are coming in a very neutral color palette. We're looking at black, gray, tan, and brown. Again, perfect time for fall, and I think with this new design they're trying out, they're probably trying to gravitate towards colors they know everyone will grab because they're just staple colors. I know the Fleck is already live on site. I'll have it linked down below. And the Adapt Safari monogram, they're launching on the 15th. Probably 11 a.m. EST like they usually do. So just to be clear, the Safari's Whitney's design. However, the Fleck and the monogram, not designed by her, but launching alongside her Safari. So these are all obviously the same material. Adapt family, we're looking at nylon, polyester, elastane, mostly nylon. So should we try these on? This one's first. First and foremost. Oh my God! I think we can officially, forever and ever, kiss that patch scrunch goodbye. This is a holy crap kind of scrunch where it's beautiful and it's subtle and it divides the cheeks nicely. There's no awkward little patch that's just so obvious and in your face. This has come such a long way here. A big issue I had with the Adapt collection, like you guys know, when I first started talking Gymshark years ago, and we're talking like 4 or 5 years ago now, I really love the Adapt line. That was my favorite, hands down. And honestly, it still is. But as time went on, I feel like they were well aware that they needed to roll with the times and change the scrunch bump. They needed to update it. I feel like they've been playing around with different styles. Sometimes there'd be something new, and then they'd go back to that patch scrunch. So I feel like they were testing the waters, trying to see what's working, but never really settling on anything. It created a lot of unpredictability. With each drop of the Adapt, you didn't know which scrunch bump you were gonna get, which is a big reason why I made sure I was reviewing every single drop, because it's important. You wanna know, okay, is this gonna be like the last drop that I bought from, or something entirely different? I hope that they're more settled now and they're gonna just really take this scrunch and ride it. These scrunches just have a lengthier look to them. They're very well blended in with the material. They're barely detectable. See, from far away, like you wouldn't know that's a scrunch. You see a little bit of material gathering, but you don't notice it where it's not like an eyesore where you're like, damn. When you put it on and your glutes do their thing, it flushes it right out. Like you do not see it. This is broad daylight and nothing's shining, nothing's catching your eye, but yet it's just subtly flattering. It just has that subtle flattery to it. Is the scrunch on the Whitney Adapt different from the previous Safari drop? You remember my last video when I reviewed this drop? This was like the new scrunch that happened with the Adapt. We're looking at, on the old one, exactly 3.5 inches. On the Whitney, it's exactly 3.5 inches. Scrunch length did not change. Now, if you're also curious, well, did they position it differently? Does the scrunch sit lower, away from the waistband? Let's go ahead and see. So from the top of the waistband to where the scrunch first starts on the old one is 5 inches. And we have another 5 inches right here. So nothing changed. The new scrunch does not sit lower at all. From the bottom of the scrunch to the gusset is exactly 1/2 inch. And from the bottom, exactly 1/2 inch. So as you can see, every single aspect of this scrunch has remained the same. Stretch this way, stretch this way, zero stretch this way, zero stretch this way. Identical scrunches. About 6.5 inches of horizontal glute space. Move you. Yeah, about 6.5 inches of horizontal glute space. I feel like Whitney's new drop feels slightly more comfortable in the scrunch. Even though it's the same thing, I am feeling like it's a little bit less invasive and it's not pulling as much on the waistband. I can't necessarily tell you why I'm feeling this difference, but I'm feeling it. I noticed when I was squatting heavily, I'm not noticing any dip, no tugging. There's nothing feeling like the scrunch is tugging down on the waistband like I felt in this previous drop. I'm gonna squat it out. This is where you're actually gonna be able to see that this is just far too tight on the glutes. Like right now, bending over, like this is a stiff scrunch and I feel it. It's a stiffy. Don't laugh. Is this gaping? You see that snugness? My glutes are suffocating right now. Okay, I need some air on those glutes. Whoa. I felt all that pull during those sumo squats to the point where I had to actually pull it back up. Okay, I'm fully aware that I'm going Sherlock on this one, but I randomly flipped over to the gusset and I'm seeing ½ an inch more in the new version. So let's go ahead and see. So right at the end of the seam here to the, yep, that's 3.5 inches of gusset space. Right to the end here. Thank you, bae. To the end here, that's 4 inches. They added a ½ inch to the gusset. Therefore, now this is making sense why it felt a little bit more comfortable in the scrunch, why when I squat, it didn't tug as much. We have some more gusset space, only ½ an inch, but hey, ½ an inch makes all the difference.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't the truth though. And it's still that same type of material. So it's not like they took the material and did something entirely different. It's still that rugged, very durable gym legging. I've always said this about the Adapt line, where it's like if you need a seamless legging that you can get down and dirty with at the gym, I'm talking taking those gritty dumbbell handles, the barbell handles, Velcro when you're doing your glute kickbacks. You don't have to worry about Velcro tearing at this legging. This is a very rugged legging. Never mind the insane pattern. So the pattern's great for distracting and taking away from seeing any sweat. This is a relatively thicker legging. So even though there's a lot of breathability and wicking factors for this legging, it is a gym legging after all, it's still a bit thicker. So I always feel like the Adapt range is really good for autumn, winter, colder months, cooler weather, colder gyms. The support level of these leggings helps really smooth out cellulite. And again, the pattern really helps distract from cellulite too. Big takeaway from the Adapt line, in a nutshell. Great for cellulite, great for heavy duty workouts, very, very flattering on the peach. And I'm really happy to note, I know this is first impression, I'm well aware of that, but what I'm really happy to note is I'm not dealing with any sizing inconsistencies right now. I have every single piece in my size small. For the longest time, Gymshark was very true to size. Then they started getting a little wonky where I was like, oh, I feel like I should have sized up, but if I sized up, there's gonna be a gape in the waistband, but if I don't, then the scrunch is too invasive, so I don't know which way to go with this. It's hard to get up, all that. From waistband to ankle, this feels like Gymshark again, you know? So from the last Safari drop, nothing really changed in terms of style. Same sports bra, still moderate support, no thick band here, but removable bra pads and adjustable straps, very true to size. I think if you're in between any of these, you might want to suggest, I might want to suggest, if you're in between the bottoms, size up. I'd probably say the same for sports bra if you're in between, so that right here doesn't start to dig on you. Since these are adjustable, I don't think you'll have an issue with too much material, but again, only if you're in between. Black briefs. I want to try on the shorts though. Shall I?
Do it.
Swap it out. Oh yes, please. 100% loving this. So great length, no digging around the thighs, no rolling. Love this first set. Okay, this is such a vampy Halloween color. I'm here for it. This is gonna be my October color for sure. So I'm not really feeling a whole big difference when it comes to the Adapt Fleck. If you're looking for a more toned down Adapt set, this would be it. It's even more toned down on the glutes. Like it still looks pretty aesthetically pleasing back there, but it's not a scrunch. So it's not gonna be totally glute separation, that kind of thing. Not so in your face and intense. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more low-key, gets the job done, this would be it. They went very straightforward with this bra being square neck. This has a little more length to it, so it's hitting me right at the rib cage. It dips in the back, but there's no actual adjustments. So this almost fits like a little cropped vest. Great support here. Girls aren't going anywhere. I'm still giving it a moderate, not a super high support. You do still have some cleavage, still got bra pads that are removable. This is the most compressive area of this bra. You're gonna feel it right here. Same with the band, okay? It's compressive, it's not too much, it's not too intense. where I'm spilling out the sides here, but these sets are extremely body fit. True size is perfectly fine. Size up if in between. Now I will say, when you put on these Adapt pieces, especially this Adapt Fleck, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of stretch in it, and there's really not. Okay, you can still have 4-way stretch, still get your exercises done, perfectly comfortable, no restrictions. It's just there's not a ton of stretch going on here because there's support in these leggings. In a world full of very low support leggings these days, which I happen to really love, having supportive sets is important. I feel like they're very few and far between these days, but they get the job done and they do it well. So I'm giving these a moderate to high compression, especially the Adapt Fleck. You can feel slightly more support than the Safari. Another thing I noticed about the Adapt range, I say this in a lot of my videos and I'll say it again, these are one of the very few leggings I can wear without underwear and not get a camel toe because of this thicker fabric. I'll let that sink in for you. Where are my commando babes? I know you're out there. You like going commando, Sam? I don't like to admit it, but I do. As you notice, this material doesn't wrinkle. It doesn't have that wrinkly fabric, no material gather. It just really fits like saran wrap. This is the first time in a very long time that they dropped this crossover bra and it didn't have some awkward vibe to it, okay? They were dropping this bra over and over again. And this used to be my favorite. When I first got into Gymshark, with the OG camo, okay, that sage green, that was my first ever camo Adapt set that I ever purchased. Still have it, it's in my keepsake box. This is what this new bra is feeling like the OG fit. When they started finagling around with the fit, trying new things, I would get some of these in that just had way too much excessive material down here, or some would come in so stupidly tight that I'm like, I can't, I gotta size up. Now, I mean, I feel like this is fitting so much better, guys. Seriously, wowza. Sexy, flattering, great fit. Size small's working again like it used to. In between size up. I only say that because I feel like I wouldn't want these straps to be tugging. If I size down, they would tug on the shoulders and just compress a little too much. And then it'll feel like you have heavy shoulders, okay? You ever walk around with a handbag for a day and then your one shoulder is just aching and you're like, what the hell? My purse isn't even that heavy. That's what happens with these bras. That's the one thing I gotta say with this camo bra is I think it's the crossover that's adding extra, support. That's what's helping the support of your boobies. But it's also pressing these straps down. It's always been that way. And I've had gals actually say that they love this bra, but for all day wear, wearing it for hours, they start to feel the pressure here. But nevertheless, I'm just happy to see that the sizing is more consistent than they've been. The one thing with these shorts off the bat, I'm feeling a little cinch right here, okay? There's not enough stretch with this length. So this is probably what, 4? And I'm feeling like it's just a little too short for me to not feel this cinch. This is my vulnerable area that I'm feeling it. So yeah, in between, definitely sizing up in the shorts. Okay, so we have the same scrunch on the monogram as well. This one I feel like it's a little more noticeable in the black. Every single logo you've seen so far is heat sealed. If we're up in the quality for everything, you might as well throw in some embroidered logos too. Especially with this thick material. I feel like it would really help prevent any future peeling. Really. I'm talking to you, Miss Creative Director. Please. I really think a nice, beautiful embroidered logo right here, like just shark face and all, maybe even a little satin shine, let's make it a little sparkly, would really add some intense quality to the set. I mean, you're already there. You know, this is your best line. You already got the quality for getting down and dirty at the gym. Add that embroidered logo and you're just great now, you know, perfect. I know it costs more money. I know that stitching a logo is a lot more money than a quick heat press logo, but you're Gymshark.
Look what I found in my pocket, look! A year's salary right here. What I call them? Fun coupons. See that? A fun coupon.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this new monogram is most closely like the Fleck, minus the scrunch. Like the Fleck does not have the scrunch bump and the monogram does. But in terms of compression levels, yeah, I'm feeling more similar to the Fleck than the Safari. I do wish I had a pair of the leggings to try for you. Unfortunately, I do not. I'll try to get my hands on that, but I'm still very, very excited and grateful that I got to try the monogram on for you. So just like the Safari though, this scrunch, same scrunch, just as comfortable. I'm really happy to see it not only more of a discreet scrunch, but I'm happy to see it be a more comfortable scrunch. It feels good. I'm not feeling the scrunch splitting the C this time around. Chopping up the cheeks, you know? Do expect some rolling with this short of a short. And if you love shorter shorts, go for it. I'm sticking with my Adapt Safari, dude. That one wins the day. Oh, ow. So I just had a really good time. I don't know about you, but I had such a nice time girl chatting with you about the new Adapt pieces. Now, I know I didn't do a whole gym test, but I've reviewed this range so many times that it actually hurts. So to do a whole gym test would be very repetitive at this point, especially because not a huge amount has changed. Big congrats to our girl. We love Whitney here on this channel. First time I ever met her, she was a literal angel, gave everyone all the time in the world. It was my first time meeting her, and she just gave me so much of her time. She was so complimentary, and I'm sitting here like looking at her like, but you're Whitney Simmons though. I need to be the one complimenting you. She really knows how to make someone feel special, so I have a place in my heart for Whit. Congrats, girl. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see what you do next, and I know it's gonna be good. Comment down below, what are your thoughts on the new Adapt pieces? I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you in our next video. Mwah.